Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the HDC Newsroom. I'm your host, Patrick Azevi. Like I always tell you, will bring to you great topics, great insight. Today, we're discussing a very sensitive topic where even the great church always shy away from. Like I said, we'll bring people who are going to give us very good insight on these topics. Today, we have a mother, a grandmother. She's also a pastor, a counselor, a proprietor, and like I said, she's going to teach us so much about this topic today. And I believe all of you are so itching and eager to know what is our topic today. Our topic today is sex education. So, Ma, welcome, Ma. Can we please meet you, Ma?
I am Pastor Mrs. Agiambe, a pastor in Target, the parish. I was CCG Divine Crown, as well a counselor by profession. We are here today to discuss a topic that has been a bone of contention among our youth. I can even say generally in the society. Nobody wants to talk about it, but it's very, very important for us to discuss in detail. And I want whosoever is around to listen to us at this hour.
Mommy, thank you so much. We really appreciate. We are honored to have you in the house. I am so happy. But like I always tell my guests and my people out there, you can't go into a topic without knowing what is the topic actually. So now, for those who are out there who don't understand it, what is sex education, Mom?
Sex education, as the name, as the question implies, education and sex. It is a process by which one should be informed about sex.
Why, like I always say, why is sex education very, very, very important in society? Because if we're talking about sex education, we need to know why is it very important.
It is very important. There are three major reasons why sex education is very important. Number one is to prevent teenage pregnancies. Number two is to ensure that there is no diseases or sexual transmitted diseases into the life of these children. And number three, it brings insult to the society and to the family in particular. When a child of 10 or 15 years is pregnant, what do you think? There's a trauma in the family.
Of course, yeah, true.
They will never be happy in that home again.
Exactly.
So these are the reasons why sex education should be taught.
Nice.
In the schools, at home, and anywhere youth and teenagers can be found.
That is very, very okay. I'm so happy about now I know why it should be important. Now, if you are talking about why it should be important, sex education, merging it together, at what age should one start having sex education? Because where you were doing introduction, you talk about 13 years old, this and this having sex pregnancy, teenage pregnancies. At what age should one start having sex education to avoid all these sexual transmitted and all this teenage pregnancy?
It depends on the individual. Okay, looking at these children, the developmental stages differ. The way this child will grow will not be the same way that this one will grow. But what is important is that both of them will grow. Both of them must be taught sex education, even though their growth may not be the same.
Exactly.
So from the age of 3 or 4 at home, you should be able to let them know parts of their body. This part of your body should not be exposed. It's private. It's for you alone and alone. With no private parts. You let them know from that age of 4, age of 5, until they grow to that age of maturity or age of teenage. Like they will say, okay, this one is up to 13 years. You can see today that a child of 9 years will be pregnant. Why? Because no education, no sex education background. So from the age of 4, 3, that means it has to start
having sex education. Right from them. So now, when we're talking here, ma'am, we'll be talking about teenage pregnancy. If you see there's a line that is going at one side, that is what most of society right now thinks, that sex education should go to the girl child. So now what I'm like, now that brought me to my next question. Is sex education limited to a particular gender?
No, it's not.
So that's made a society.
Because the business is not one person's business. It's two people's business. A male and a female. Definitely, when teaching it, you should make sure that both of them are taught. And if it's a business of both male and female, it means we have a long way to go.
Yeah.
Because there in the school, you said something as we continue in this when you were doing the introduction, that why is it that people are signing it from teaching it? The reason is not far-fetched, is that our youth, our teenagers, they don't want to hear anything about that. The moment you are teaching it, they thought that you are joking, you want to teach them what they have already known.
Yes.
So they don't have time for you. And that is why you see teachers now also shy away from teaching this topic. The fact is that whether we like it or not, it must be taught.
No, it just brought me direct to my next question when you mentioned teachers. Now, teachers, is it that there is a particular set of people who are supposed to teach sex education? Is sex education limited to a set of people that are supposed to teach it? Is it just parents, or is it teachers, or is it society, is it church? Who are supposed to have that to teach sex education?
There are mainly three sets of people that need to teach sex education. The first set of people is the professionals.
Okay.
Those that know much about that. They know how they can bring it out. Then the children will be able to know that, if I don't move away from this, I'm bringing my future. They are professionals. Again, they are trained teachers. Teachers that are trained for that. Go to higher institution, study it, they know how to present it, that they will be able to pass the information directly to the children, and they will be able to accept it. And the third set of people, the parents. If the parent fails, most of the other set of people will also fail. They cannot go forward. Because somebody must lay foundation before others will fall. If one is destroyed, what happens? There's nothing good.
There's nothing good there.
That will come out from there.
Exactly.
So that's the reason why it's very important for parents, number one, not to fail in this topic we are discussing.
Now, that particular parent, now let me land my aircraft there. That particular parent who are going to teach us, who are going to carry out sex education in their children, what should they look out for? What are the signs that the parents should look out for, that, this my child right now is set for sex education?
Number one, the child must be assessed. The maturity of that child must be assessed. Knowing fully well that if a child is not mature for this, they will take it the other way around. You will not understand. This thing that our teacher has just taught, let me go and practice it and see whether it's real. Because they are not yet mature. You see, so in such level, there's what you will teach and not go directly
To the point.
But from the parts of the body, you begin to go gradually, until you are able to reach the particular place you are going. So their maturity must be assessed. The age appropriate for that must be assessed as well. You don't just start, okay, today, preschool, you go inside a preschool class.
Exactly.
And you started teaching them sex education.
Exactly.
And you ask you, what's wrong? What's the teacher teaching today? I don't understand what is happening here. You understand? So the age must be considered. And at the same time, you must look for an environment that is safe for this. We wanted to start the other way, outside. but we discover that that place will not be safe for what more. We must look for a safe environment and an open place where what you are saying, even if other people passing by will hear it, they will know that actually this is what you are trying to pass across.
That is nice. Now, if we, now talking about looking for a particular perfect place to sit down and do all this sex education and whatever the parents are supposed to do, you and I will agree on one thing, that there are a lot of parents who are still living in denial, who they're like you tell them your child needs sex education, they'll tell you no, my child hasn't reached that level, my child is not here, my child is still a young girl, my child is still 9, she's still 10. But through our conversation here, I come to understand that even at the level in the current society we are living right now, a child is supposed to have sex education. Now, as a mother and a counselor, what's your advice to those parents who still live in denial?
What to do first is to sensitize those parents. The parent also need, even if they have gotten 10 children, there are still some that don't know what it means, what sex education is all about. They just believe in getting married. After marriage, you start hearing children. But sex education is more than that. You can see, that's why you see most churches today, they call for marriage counseling, so that they can be able to counsel in that area, that what you are going into, it's not something to play with. And if they don't know it from the beginning, it will be very difficult for their children also. We always say you give what you have. You can never give what you don't have. Since those parents don't know what it means, what sex education is all about, there is nothing you can do about it, and they will not teach their children what they don't know. So that is where counseling will now come in and begin to teach those parents. Now come in and begin to let them know, as we continue counseling them, talking to them about this situation. I said, that's how this is. We don't know. And before it's late, you see that things begin to happen. We begin to see this change in society and in the families.
Yes.
It must start from the family. From the family to the school. In sex education, there are 3 agents that you cannot play with. Number 1 is the home, number 2 is the school, and number 3 the church. You cannot play with these 3 agents if sex education must be taught properly, and if you must make good use of it.
Now, exactly. Now, talking about the school, the home, and the church. Now, that brings me into another question. Now, there are a lot of people out there who don't even know when to carry this out, right? Now, what's your advice now to these particular homes, those particular schools, this particular church, like the church society, the Christian society right now, who are yet to start carrying out sex education? What are you going to tell them?
My advice to them is that it's high time that they begin to learn. So they need to go into sex education.
It's
high time to continue teaching their children, not minding the age. Teach them. They are your children. You should be able to know what to tell them at any point in time. Good children, intelligent children will say, Mom, what is this? What have you just said now? What do you say we should do? Explain. Don't shun them. Don't shy away from the truth. Because the truth you shy away from will expose you one day.
Now, Mom, if I'm going to get something, like to get direct to, because we're talking to a large society here, where some of them are into profession like you, some of them are normal society, some of them are into church. There are a lot of people watching us here right now. Now, if you're going to talk to them, there are people who don't know, like, you're a professional, so there's a way you're going to carry it out. Now, there are people out there who have no idea how to carry this. They want to do it. They are listening to you right now. They want to do it, but they don't just know how to carry it out. Some of them carry it out excessively. They don't even know where is the limit, what age are we supposed to, like the one you told the other time, that there is an age you're supposed to teach all, there's age you're supposed to teach a little, there's age you're supposed to teach everything. Now, there are people who doesn't even know the limit. A child is 6 years and they want to just open up everything. The child is 9 years, they want to limit it. So now, how are they supposed to carry it out? Those who are listening to you right now, and you being a professional in this field, how are they supposed to carry it out? That it will not be too excessive, that it will not be too low.
My advice to the people watching us, that they are at this level you have just mentioned. Number one is that they should not be rigid in learning. You should be flexible in learning. Be ready to learn. Okay? You see anybody in the society that doesn't want to learn, the person wants to die. When you stop learning, you begin to die gradually. So if those people in the society would be willing to learn, we'll go places with this. It will go far. It will stop the pregnancies here and there of underage children, of getting into one disease, contracting one disease or the other. Even if it will not stop completely, it will reduce to a minimum. So my advice to them is that they should be willing to learn. They should be open. Because an open mouth is what? Open destiny.
Exactly.
When you are able to talk and look at, I don't know what is wrong with this matter. What do you think I can do? Counselor, can you help me? When you go and bring the daughter, we'll discuss. By the time we discuss, we'll be surprised what the child will be saying, what she has been conceiving inside. That she refused to tell the parents. So you should be willing to learn.
Okay, nice, so massive. Mommy, like I always tell my audience, are always ready to learn. If we are going to talk about this topic here, we're going to take the whole day, but we're on live, so we are not going to have the whole time. So let me just paraphrase and just ask one more question, so that because my director is just telling me that there is no time. Now, what's your advice? Now, we'll be talking about parents, school, teachers, church, everybody talking about the other side. Now, what about this other side? Now, the teens now, these teenagers, which we're talking about them now. Now, them who are watching right now, them who are listening right now, what's your advice to them?
My advice to the teens? My advice to the teens?
Yes, mom.
Well, I have a lot for them. Number one, they should be willing to learn.
Okay.
Many of them, even when we have number of people that can teach them, the willingness is not there. Have you been to any public secondary school?
Yes, of course.
When it is time of teaching biology, the moment they see reproductive system, the jumping out
The
of
classes,
one after the other. Before you know it, out of 100 students, we end up teaching only 20. This one is from experience, and it's still happening that way till date. So, if they are willing to learn, we will see that it will be very easy for us to carry them along in this issue of sex education.
okay.
And they will be able to have a good future. When you are not ready to learn, what are you going to achieve at the end of the day? So my greatest surprise, you will even see some that they are willing to teach their children. The children are not willing to open up to their parents, just like what I said last. So when you don't know what is happening in the life of your child, how will you be able to help that?
No, it's not possible.
Some of them, and the level of maybe they're about to start all this. Let me put it, they have started their menses. The parents don't even know. Because they just want to bottle up. They don't want to open up to their parents and say that this is what I'm passing through, mommy. I could remember in those days, one time, if you see anything like that, Abba, you will be afraid, you will be panicking. Between me and my mother today. Today it's not like that. Everybody wants to live a free life, want to do their things the way they want. But I'm still advising them that if only you can bend down to learn, the sky will be your stepping stone as a teen. I want to advise that parents should sit up in teaching sex education to their children. If you don't teach them, you lose them. So the teachers, don't shy away from this topic. We have beautiful, very nice syllabus on UBE that concern sex education. Don't shy away. Even if it's only 10 people you have in your class, 10 children, make sure you do what you are teaching them. And in so much, they will be the one to take it to others who might have run away from the class. And to the society at large, it is high time that we begin to do something about this sex education. If we must not lose our teenage girls to the world or to shame, to bring shame to the society, we should start teaching it, start enlightening them.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Like I always say, we never disappoint. We always bring you great topics. I believe you're enjoying today. You're enjoying exactly what our mommy told us today. I promise you, next episode that will come, we're going to bring you something even greater than this. Like I always said, always subscribe to our page at Highly Divine Crew. And so we're on YouTube at Highly Divine Crew. We're on Facebook, HD Highly Divine Crew. We're on Twitter, Highly Divine Crew. And we are also on TikTok, Highly Divine Crew. Just like, share, and subscribe. God bless you.